I pledge allegiance to the
flag
flag
of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Supervisor Warehouse,
Here.
Councilman McCarthy,
Here.
Councilwoman Nowick,
Here.
Councilwoman Inzarella,
Here.
Councilman Lohman.
Yeah. Okay, we will start sitting as Board of Water Commissioners. Madam Clerk?
We have the minutes approval for the Board of Water meeting dated November 5th. And the Board of Water Commissioners to authorize the following. Number one, authorize the town clerk to advertise for a public hearing to be held at 2 p.m. on December 17th at the Smithtown Town Hall to consider the increase and improvement of facilities of the St. James Water District. And number two, the various employees of the Water District to attend various educational classes as per the agenda.
Councilman Lohman,
Yes.
Councilwoman Inzarella,
Yes.
Councilwoman Nowick,
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy,
Yes.
Supervisor Warehouse.
Yes. Okay, well, reconvening as Town Board, correspondence.
One, Frank Toto Memorial Foundation, 23rd Annual 15K Run, third reading. Two, Rotary Club of Smithtown, 27th Annual Go for the Green 5K Run, third reading. Three, Kings Park 9th Annual St. Patrick's Day Parade, second reading. Four, Kings Park Youth Opening Day Parade, second reading. Number five is the Building Department report for October 2019. And six is Lawsy Marigold Foundation, third annual Running for Our Angels, first reading.
Is there anyone in the audience wish to be heard on these special events? None being heard, we will move to public hearing.
The public hearing, the town board to consider the community development program year 2020.
Good evening, Mr. Supervisor, members of the Town Board, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kelly Brown, and I am the Housing Rehabilitation Administrator in the Planning and Community Development Department. The purpose of today's hearing is to elicit comment on the request for funding for the upcoming Community Development Program that begins on September 1st, 2020. The Town of Smithtown is a member of the Suffolk County Community Development Consortium. As such, our proposed projects are submitted to the county for their approval and inclusion in the county's official submission to HUD. You have before you a list of project categories and their proposed budget amounts. You've seen something in previous community development hearings. The projected funding amount for the program is $209,509. In previous years, our funding from HUD was cut significantly. I am happy to say that the funding for 2019 and 20 has not been cut due to the projects that were completed in the town of Smithtown and my expenditure rate. The projects that community development completed this past year are handicap ramps and sidewalk at Tacan Elementary School in Wisconsin, renovation of the bathroom at Gaynor Park in St. James to make it handicap accessible, handicap sidewalks at the town of Smithtown Recreation Department, and handicap access across Meadow Road West to the bus shelter, enabling both shopping centers to have handicap accessibility. As in previous years, in considering projects for our program, we must make sure that two major requirements are satisfied. First, every project must qualify as a designated eligible activity, such as housing rehabilitation, infrastructure improvement, or handicap access improvements. Second, every project must meet one of these three specifically defined CD program objectives. These are, number one, to benefit low or moderate income persons. Number two, to the prevention or elimination of slums and blighting conditions. Number three, meet an urgent community development need, which means activities such as cleanup of a storm damage or other disaster repairs. That concludes my presentation. I will be happy to answer any questions you may have.
Thank you, Ms. Brown. Does anyone on the board have any questions? Anyone in the audience have any questions on this public hearing? Okay, thank you very much. Nice job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I move to close the hearing.
Second.
Supervisor Wareham?
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy?
Yes.
Councilwoman Noah?
Yes.
Councilwoman Anzarella?
Yes.
Councilman Lohman?
Yes.
Okay, Madam Clerk, we'll continue.
Number 3, advertise for public hearing. 1, the town board to authorize the town clerk to advertise for a public hearing to be held at the Smithtown Town Hall at 2 p.m. on December 17th, 2019, to consider proposed amendments to Chapter 119 of the Town Code.
Councilman Lohman?
Yes.
Councilwoman Anzarella?
Yes.
Councilwoman Noah?
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy?
Yes.
Supervisor Wareham?
Yes.
Number 4 is the consent agenda controller, items number 1 through 26. And number 5 is the consent agenda resolutions, numbers 1 through 4.
Does anyone on the town board wish to remove anything from the consent agenda?
No.
Okay, Madam Clerk, we'll move on.
Number 6, under resolutions, A, the town board to issue a secret negative declaration, determination of non-significance in the following matter for reasons stated in a memorandum. Number 1, in the matter of the town board's own motion to adopt the proposed 2020 capital budget and funding plan.
All right, Mr. Supervisor, we're going to vote on the consent agenda first, and then we'll vote on that.
Correct.
So, on both consent agendas, Councilman Lohman,
Yes.
Councilwoman Anzarella?
Yes.
Councilwoman Noah?
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy?
Yes.
Supervisor Wareham?
Yes.
Okay, and on the secret, Councilman Lohman,
Yes.
Councilwoman Anzarella?
Yes.
Councilwoman Noah?
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy?
Yes.
Supervisor Wareham?
Yes.
B, the town board to authorize the town clerk to advertise for the following bids to be returned to town hall on the dates indicated. Number 1, bid 19-116, hazardous household waste program.
Councilman Lohman?
Yes.
Councilwoman Anzarella?
Yes.
Councilwoman Noah?
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy?
Yes.
Supervisor Wareham?
Yes.
C, the town board to award the following bids and to authorize the purchase of associated goods or services. Number 1, bid 19-107, to provide motor coach bus rental services to Regency Transportation. 2, bid 19-111, for renovations of Flynn Memorial Park, sports lighting to Rel Electric Corp. Number 3, bid 19-112, for construction of a concrete slab at the municipal campus to Laser Industries.
Councilman Lohman?
Yes.
Councilwoman Anzarella?
Yes.
Councilwoman Noah?
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy?
Yes.
Supervisor Wareham?
Yes.
D, the town board to award the following requests for proposals per opening dates indicated. 1, RFP 19-101 for monitoring and maintenance of landfill flare system at MSF to Wayran LFG Services. And number 2, RFP 19-102 for methane monitoring services to Wayran LFG Services.
Councilman Lohman?
Yes.
Councilwoman Anzarella?
Yes.
Councilwoman Noah?
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy?
Yes.
Supervisor Wareham?
Yes.
E, the town board to approve the following. Number 1, receiver of taxes to include a levy on 2019-2020 tax bills for unpaid Suffolk County Water Authority charges against various property owners in Smithtown. 2, Fire Marshal Timothy Murphy to attend New York State Fire Investigation Training. 3, Fire Marshal Zachary Griffin to attend New York State Introduction to Fire Investigation course. Number 4, the town board to authorize the levy of costs and expenses incurred by the town in connection with various town remediation proceedings. Number 5, amendment to resolution number 2019-1154, adopted by the town board on November 5th of this year to modify the agreement with Direct Energy Business to permit pricing to be locked on the date of contract execution. 6, amendment to the 2019 Highway Road Program to add Landing Avenue and Mount Pleasant Road. 7, Town Board to approve vehicles to be placed in auction. 8, adoption of 2020 capital budget with proposed funding sources and 2021 to 2024 capital program. 9, amendment to the 2019 highway program to add concrete repairs to Flamingo Drive in Comac and handicapped ramps on Sandalwood Drive and Mount Pleasant Road. 10, ratification of execution by the town attorney of a retainer agreement with Tate, Grossman, Kelly, and Acarino regarding professional legal services for the prosecution of any legal claims against the manufacturers and distributors of opioids. 11, Highway Department rental of a Caterpillar from H.O. Penn.
Councilman Loman,
Yes.
Councilwoman Zarella,
Yes.
Councilwoman Noah,
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy,
Yes.
Supervisor Warehouse.
Yes.
F, the town board to authorize issuance of the following bonds, numbers 1 through 12, as per the printed agenda.
Councilman Loman,
Yes.
Councilwoman Zarella,
Yes.
Councilwoman Noah,
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy,
Yes.
Supervisor Warehouse.
Yes.
G, the town board to authorize the supervisor to execute the following on a form approved by the town attorney. 1, renewal rates for HIP Prime HMO coverage and HIP VIP Medicare coverage for the period beginning January 1st, 2020. 2, amendment to the collective bargaining agreement with the Smithtown Administrative Guild concerning the position of solid waste coordinator. 3, town board to authorize the supervisor to execute an amendment to the agreement with Total Technology Solutions to include antivirus services for an additional $8,500. 4, town board to authorize the supervisor to execute an intermunicipal agreement with the town of Brookhaven for the disposal of residentially generated construction and demolition debris at a fee of $60 per ton.
Councilman Loman,
Yes.
Councilwoman Zarella,
Yes.
Councilwoman Noah,
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy,
Yes.
Supervisor Warehouse.
Yes.
H, the town board to approve settlement in the following matters per recommendation of the town attorney. 1, Long Island Lighting Company versus the town of Smithtown in the amount of $4,086.21.
Councilman Loman,
Yes.
Councilwoman Zarella,
Yes.
Councilwoman Noah,
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy,
Yes.
Supervisor Warehouse.
Yes.
Number 7, personnel. A, the town board to approve the following personnel matters. Numbers 1 through 6, and then letter B on the agenda.
Councilman Loman,
Yes.
Councilwoman Zarella,
Yes.
Councilwoman Noah,
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy,
Yes.
Supervisor Warehouse.
Yes. Okay. Concludes the agenda. We have anybody?
We have 1.
We do. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna move to the public speaking portion. Before we start, public participation is subject to the rules of decorum which you have on your speaker card, and that is Town Code Section 76.7. Public portion is for town-related matters only. Any unsubstantiated, unverified, or material false information will be interrupted. 3-minute rule will be strictly enforced on a per-person basis. Please give your name and address to the clerk, and please address the town board.
Peter Hansen.
Good evening, Mr. Supervisor, board members. Peter Hansen, 47 Empress Pines Drive, Wisconsin. This afternoon, there was a meeting of the IDA at the Dennison Building. The reason for the meeting, the session, was to discuss and vote on the 182 apartment rentals that the soonest developer is looking to put in at the triangle between Gitzpine Road, Smithtown Boulevard, and Old Nichols Road. The people from Wisconsin and other locations were upset because the developer wants a $7 million tax abatement. So a good number of people in the audience had the opportunity, as I am right now, to say, why would the developer, why is he justified to get a $7 million tax abatement? So a lot of discussion went around that. And of course, there were some environmental issues. 182 apartments times 2, the number of cars, that's another 300-plus cars in an area that's already over-congested with vehicles. That property has been under discussion for at least 25 years, and we also asked for an environmental study, at least an updated environmental study. The basic ending was that a proposal was voted on to delay the vote for another month. The developer, Mr. Tsunis, he was in the audience, and he heard the concerns of the residents of Wisconsin, and he said he would like to meet with the residents of Wisconsin first, and then offer some things that will make it better, things that he will do in that development that will make the people and the residents of Wisconsin more comfortable with that development. And the people from Wisconsin said yes. So we're looking forward to meeting with Mr. Tsunis, and hopefully it will be reconciled and the development will take place. So for those interested, the next IDA meeting is December the 19th at 10:30 a.m. at the Dennison Building. And prior to that, we're trying to get a meeting at the Wisconsin Library with Mr. Zunis, inviting residents of Wisconsin to try to come to some amicable agreement on that development. Any questions?
Okay, not at all. If you have, if you need our assistance with getting a meeting set up with Mr. Tunis, feel free to call us.
Okay, thank you very much, and everybody, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy
And you as well.
Thanksgiving to
Thank you very much, Mr. Hanson. That's all, Madam Clerk?
Yes.
Okay, I move to close the meeting.
Second.
Supervisor Warehead,
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy,
Yes.
Councilwoman Noah,
Yes.
Councilwoman Inzarella,
Yes.
Councilman Longman.
Yes.
Thank you all for attending this evening.